Hi there. I took a deep breath because what I want to say just feels like it's time. It's time for us to get really, really serious about what we're hungering for. Um, and it is about our relationship with food. We are super hungry. And I say we because I am you. I've just happened to come out the other side and all the way through of making peace with my body and having a good relationship with food. And when I say a good relationship with food, that doesn't mean that I don't have struggles or hard times. I totally do. I've had, um, struggles recovering from a pregnancy, and I've had different, honestly, minor injuries with my body that I've had to make changes, both maybe changing and improving or increasing my exercise and going to zero, which maybe were different kinds of challenges to work through. I've had I've overtaxed my body to the place of barely getting out of the bed in the morning, of waking up to nausea and a tiny amount of food and making me feel full. And I knew from my past experience with intuitive eating, this isn't okay, this isn't accurate, something's wrong, and having to heal my way out of that this past probably a year and a half, almost 2 years. Um, and along with that came like bone crushing fatigue and foggy thinking and barely able to be productive outside of trying to take care of my daughter and taking care of the clients I have. And that's about it. Most of the things in life kind of got pushed to not getting done because I couldn't do more than that. And so, what that means in having a healthy relationship with food is that I was able to work it with and embrace where I was, even if I didn't like it. And so that's what you all and we all are being called to. Whether it's not liking the size of our bodies, I've totally been there. And when we are desiring a different size body, what we're desiring is what we believe will bring us more safety, more love, more security, more okayness, more I belong here-ness. And it's just a mistaken attempt at love, and that's all it is. And of course, if you're in a body that's currently in this time in history being stigmatized against and being made to believe it is less than, and I'll just speak, you know, truthfully to that. If you have a larger body, oftentimes either it is directly happening to you, or it certainly feels like it's happening, that you're being made to feel like that you're less than, or that you are not attractive or desirable, or even moral enough, or even got it together enough to be worthy of making you being feel like you deserve to exist. I know that's all real, and what we're being called to with these bodies we have is learning how to be more down and in and feeling these experiences, and even using the role sometimes that we fall into as victim to feel the power beneath that as we stop giving our power away to those stories. We have to feel it all. We have to grieve it, be angry, teeth clenched, pulling our hair out, snot coming out of our noses, feeling it and not avoiding it, not running. And when I say running, I mean literally. Some of us are literally running on treadmills, trying to get away from that pain and feeling those feelings. And the journey to food and making peace with food and liking, and even maybe eventually, for sure, making peace with our bodies, stopping the war is prerequisite number one. We have to make peace with our bodies. We don't have to love them at the beginning. That can happen, and I know it can happen. But what we're being called to first is to come down fully in, not dissociating, not running, not compartmentalizing, actually feeling what we feel in all the cells and crevices of our body, and using the power of our nervous systems and our parasympathetic nervous system and our autonomic nervous system to actually help us heal that which we feel oftentimes when we feel stuck or frozen or want to fight all the time or want to freeze or run. Those are the parts of us that need attention and that we need to pay attention to. So learning how to be with that heaviness in your chest, or knowing that racing mind of ours is a way we're trying to bypass feeling what we need to feel, and learning how to be more down and in. That's what I guide people to do, is learning how to be more down and in. And it always starts off with learning how to eat enough, or learning how to honor our feelings of hunger and fullness, because this is our doorway in. This is your doorway in, of learning how to be with your own inner knowing, your intuition, honoring what you feel, trusting what you feel, coming home to what you feel, and knowing that that's you being more of who you really are, and being more of an expression of who you really are. And so I say this because I want people to know what's really possible. That it's possible for you to heal your relationship with food, to like your body, to make peace with your body, and it's necessary to also coming more home fully to ourselves. I wouldn't be giving you this information and talking to you like this if I hadn't done all these initiations. The initiation of, noticing all the ways in which people mistreat each other, and noticing all the ways in which we make stories about that, and coming home and growing myself up from being fearful to speak my truth, and feeling like it's still those times when I was 5, and feeling too much of everybody else's stuff, and making it be about me, like what's wrong with me, and learning how to embody all the different ways in which I can fully show up in the world, not just like the super loving, giving, always good and perfect version, which there's no perfect, but I know how to read what's going on with people and what they want, to make them more comfortable. And that was my way of trying to be perfect, to always match what people wanted. So if they're comfortable, then I can be okay. And learning how that's not fully being loving, actually. And for me, my initiation was through the disordered eating, was through the over-exercising, was through the binge eating. And now it continues, and there's no finish line. It continues to be where I hold myself back, or where I don't speak the truth, or I don't make videos like this to talk to you about, like, it's so much deeper than your food and your body, but we need to start with the food and the body to be able to make more inroads in to you becoming more of who you are. And I know we're hungering for it. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that recognizes the importance of speaking up against weight prejudice. And yeah, it matters that we talk about food, and it matters that we don't have a all or nothing language around food, because it makes people, that's the reason people have a hard time going on the internet and looking for health information. There's so much manipulation, and there's so much fear mongering. There's so much do it my way, or you're not being healthy, or their way is wrong. And that's what intuitive eating is about, is learning to be your own nutrition expert. You have to learn that skill first before you can even go on the internet and feel like you can make a decision about what's most honoring for your body, and to have full trust with that. So that's why I make these videos and talk to you very sincerely about learning to fully feel what you feel, learning to be down and in with your body. And if you're having a hard time being in your body, and knowing if you're even hungry, or knowing how to go somewhere and make an empowered choice with your food, or with your body, or with your health care, this is the work that we're being called to do. This is the work that I've been through, and that you don't have to reinvent the wheel and try to figure it all out yourself. That there are people who've already walked that path, and then you can just follow along and let yourself be guided and supported in that. You don't have to do it all by yourself. So it's really important that I want you to know that. Because we can all be nourished. There's a way for us to get our needs met without giving ourselves away, without being a victim, without feeling like that I can't say how I truly feel about things. or bullying people to get them to see everything your way. That's probably not going to happen. We're all going to have a different pathway to things. But being able to drop in first and being really radically honest with the sensations you're feeling and being able to help yourself move that emotional energy around. That's what's so vital about the work that can be done as well, and that I guide people through. So it's about the food, and it's not about the food. It's about the doorway in to coming home to yourself. Basically, for me, I had to fully agree, like, yes, I'm going to fully agree to be, I'm going to agree to be more fully human, which is not above it all, not checking out, not dissociating, not making it all look better, but fully be in the mess and the joyfulness of it, and the tears and the gnashing of teeth and the snot running down my nose of it, and being willing not to be perfect is what you're being called here to do with this whole journey with healing your relationship with food. And it's just all possible. It totally is. You don't have to live your whole life go by, and it's not too late. Even if you're struggling with your food and feeling your body and the sensations of your body and being at home and at peace in and with your body, even if you're 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever, male, female, if you're or other, and watching this is it's not too late. It's not too late. The world needs more of you to be fully present and fully showing up in the world. Because we need it. We need you to be fully here. And me too. So I keep doing my work, and I'm encouraging you to join me and do your work too. And it's worth every step. All right. This is just some impassioned explanation for you about what this is all about. And if you have more questions, please email me or call me anytime, and be happy to tell you even more specifically for you what being more down and in and coming home to yourself through the portal and the doorway of food and body image concerns, what this journey could be like for you. All right, take care, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.